All right. What's up, everyone? How's everybody doing today? Today is March 26th, 2019. We've got another PE live for you guys. So good to be here. Good to be back, kind of like doing a regular PE live, I guess. I guess this isn't somewhat. This is pretty much regular. Either way, what's up to everybody? Good to have all of you guys here. Welcome back. Yesterday was a little bit weird because we had the whole, what was it, like the state of play, and then my other PE live was kind of just like shortened because we did the state of play, so there was like a lot of, and then they blocked the PE live worldwide, so I can't even like replay it for you guys. So for those who caught the live show of that one, congratulations to you on that one. But yeah, awesome stuff. But either way, should be pretty cool. We got a lot of stuff to talk about today. A lot of stuff to talk about, and that's especially with the whole Nintendo Switch Pro and the Nintendo Switch Mini. Oh my gosh, so much stuff's been going on, been popping off behind the scenes and everything like that. So we definitely got to get into that. But before we get into that, guys, let's go and get into some Ninja news. So once again on the channel, we're going to be trying to doing things like a little bit differently when it comes to the videos. Make sure you guys check them out. We always have videos uploaded in the morning, so make sure you go on the page. A lot of people are asking me, hey, OJ, you're going to talk about this? Like, oh, you're going to talk about EA? And I'm like, yeah, I already talked about EA. It's on the channel. Oh, really? Okay, I didn't get a notification. So just make sure you check out the page every single day in the morning. We're always going to have videos for you guys. They're going to be quicker paced. They're going to be to the point. Unless I have more stuff to talk about, we're going to get more in-depth discussion videos. We're going to be talking about this Nintendo Switch Pro and Mini. I actually have like another video planned for you guys where I'm going to be talking about that and like the pros and the cons and stuff. A lot of pros though, a lot of pros. That'll be up tomorrow morning for you guys, so look forward to that as well. But really today is about you guys' thoughts on this whole report or rumor, whatever you want to call it, when it comes to Nintendo Switch Pro and the Nintendo Switch Mini or new Nintendo 2DS Switch thingy. I don't know what the hell to call it. Either way, guys, hit that like button. Also, subscribe if you're someone new. If you just got here, if you're just watching for the first time, we do live streams every single day. And make sure you follow me on Twitter as well. I do have a link in the chat, but I will post another one for you guys just because YouTube notifications don't work very well. They don't work very well, but if you're on Twitter and you have notifications set, those work very well. So make sure you guys follow me on Twitter as well. So, so let's see. So anyway, and all right, so let's go and get into the shout outs here. And if you want me to say hi to you in the chat, feel free to say hi and I'll say hi back. Let's see here. All right, so thank me. I don't know what the hell you're talking about when it comes to Where's Baron. This is not the PE podcast. This is PE Live. Let's see here. What's up, Matthew? Good to see you back from England, right? How was the trip? Good to have you back. Shout outs to KJ2399 saying we have the live signal. All right. DG, I heard DG talking about his wings, man. Hopefully those wings are ready to go. Hopefully you want them ready to go. JT Gamer's been spamming this question about Tomb Raider. So I will answer this. You know what? I will answer this one time, but don't spam questions about random stuff here, guys. Yes, Tomb Raider 2013 could be on the Nintendo Switch. I mean, that game's on the PS3 or 360. If they wanted to make it, they can make it. But good to see you here, JT Gamer. Is it Matrix? What's up, man? How you doing today? Shout outs to Elite Ninja Aron's here as well. Shout outs to Elite Ninja Aron. Good to have you here once again. Trey Atkins, what's up, man? Good to have you here. Elite Ninja Weam Gamers here. Michelle Tackett is here. What's good? Elite Ninja Psychopie is here. Didn't we talk about this? Yeah, we did talk about this, but this is obviously big news, and there's been some more information about it as well. So I'm not sure how Psychopie, you've been around. You know we talk about topics multiple times, and not everybody catches the one topic. And like I said, that topic, it got blocked worldwide, and it was before the state of play. So this whole Switch Pro and Mini thing, there's only been one live stream on it, and it's blocked worldwide, and not as many people saw it because it was midday. And yeah, like I said before, we talk about topics multiple times because there's new people that join in, other people come in that didn't get a chance to watch it before. So I don't know why you're asking, oh, didn't we talk about this? As if we're not going to talk about something again. We've done that so many times on this channel, especially with live streams. Like I said, not everybody gets to catch the live stream, so you can get your more evolved thoughts and things like that. So yeah, don't be surprised when we talk about another topic, especially if it's big news. Of course, we're going to talk about it multiple times. Heck, we had like 7 streams on, what was it, like Philip, back when the whole thing was going down with Philip and the Dead Cells and all that. It was like 1 million streams. But shout outs, thank you for the support, appreciate that, my man. Dragon Sheet 26 is here, what's good? Valhalla Outcast is here, what's good, man? Wave Symphony is here. J-Doll Love Money, what's good? Flip999, what's up, Flip Mode? Good to see you here. Once again, Renengan user, Flip999. Of course, new Renengan user, Party Man. Good to see you here once again. Thank you guys for the long-term support for people who do have that nice purple badge. Make sure you guys give them a little salute in the chat. Also, if they also have that headband as well, or if they even have the Sharingan next to their name, those are the people that have been supporting the channel for at least 1 month with the headband. I think it's 1 year? 6 months. 6 months with the Sharingan, and then 1 year with the Renengan, the purple one. So thank you guys so much for the support. Appreciate that. So let's see here. I have no idea how to say this name. OV Phoenix, I think. What's good, man? Hold on to your random questions towards the end, guys. This is not a random Q&A. If it's a random Q&A, then you can ask any question at any point. We're going to go in order. So hold on to your random questions, like random topics about Switch collections and all that type of stuff. Like, hold on to those towards the end, okay? If I say random Q&A, then yeah, let it rip. But just hold on to the other questions. Otherwise, I'll be in a never-ending loop of random ass questions all stream. So let's see here. Lex Graham, what's good, man? The PE podcast was the last one one of the best ones yet? Was it? I mean, I think it was definitely one of the ones that were up there. You should check out the one with the Pokemon, the discussion on that one when the game was revealed. Sword and Shield, I'd probably say that was the best one. But yeah, definitely the last one was up there. Dawson31, what's good, man? How you doing today? Jetty, Elite Ninja Jetty's here as well. Joe P's here, what's good, man? Good to see you here once again. T-Dude is here, what's good, man? Alonzo Vines, Elite Ninja Alonzo Vines. I'm glad you're doing okay, man. I saw that picture on Twitter. That sucks to start your day like that, man. But I mean, you're alive, so that's good. And things can always get fixed, you know. All right. I don't know how to say your name, man. Can you make an easier name? Is it Pariel? Pariel 10? What does this mean? I don't get your name, man. What's with all the lower cases? It reminds me of like the SpongeBob text when people are trying to say like something's like weird or whatever, like when they capitalize on lowercase it, you know. Let's see here. Yes, there's definitely more information on it. Really kind of a follow-up to what the Wall Street Journal reported, but kind of they put it in more gamey type of terms. But like I said, even if there wasn't a follow-up to it, I'd probably still talk about it and get you guys' ideas, because once again, you can't expect everybody to watch every single live stream that I have. And on top of that, once again, that's a big topic, and my video got blocked worldwide. So it's not like people could watch the replay anyway. Let's see here. JT Gamer, hold on to your random questions. I don't know how many times I have to tell you, but if I keep on having to tell you, I'm going to time you out, my man. Let's see here. All right, so let me finish off with these here. Maze Kid, what's good? Angel Page, what's up, man? Gavin I. And I don't want to be mean, my man, or I'm just going to ignore you. Then you're probably not going to be happy with that either. So, I mean, you can hold on to the questions till we're ready, or I can time you out, or I can ignore you. You can pick one of them if you want. How about that? We can do the nice way. You pick which one that you want me to do. I can time you out, I can ignore you, or I can just, yeah, I can time you out or I can ignore you. How about that? Those are the two options you have until we're ready for questions. Let's see here. Baby Cakin, what's good, man? Last Friday, what's up, man? Golden Oracle 64, what's good? Shadow King, Elite Ninja Shadow King, what's good, man? Shadow King 1982. El Chupacabra, what's up, man? How's it going, El Chupacabra? Parlay. How the hell do you say? How is that parlay? It's P-A-R. Is that an I? A capital I-A? There's a T-I-N. How is that part? Please explain to me how that's parlay. How is that parlay? That makes absolutely no sense with that spelling. Yo, what's good? Shout outs to Elite Ninja. Andre Wine is here. What's good, Elite Ninja? Andre Wine in the house. Good to have you here, like always. Thanks once again for all your contributions to the village, man. Awesome stuff you've been doing. So thank you, man. Checked out your video, too. So, good. Hey, good job on the video, man. I think you're a little too hard on yourself when you're promoting it, when you're talking about it on Twitter and stuff. I thought it was a pretty good video. Let's see here. Mo War. What's good, Mo War? Is it Parlaton? Parlaton. Let's see. You got me crying here with the he says parlay. That's what he said. Is it parlay? That's what he said. He said, yes, parlay. P-A-R-L-A-Y. That's a parlay, is it not? Or am I mispronouncing that? What's up, Black God? How you doing today, my man? Doka78. Maze Kid, what's good? parlaying? Bro, I don't know what's going on, man. Y'all on these names. Ronnie Bell, what's good, man? How you doing today? Let's see here. The capital letters you gotta read separate. But why are you gonna sit there and make a name like that? Why are you gonna sit there and make a name? I'm telling you, it's that SpongeBob text, dude. That's not, bro. You gotta change your name, bro. Like, unless that name is connected to something that's like super important to you, you gotta change that name, because it just looks like SpongeBob text to me. It looks like, you know, like it doesn't look like a normal name. It just, every time that I see that name, I get confused. And like, you gotta change it, man. You gotta change it to something easier, because like, I'm not feeling that name, man. I'm not feeling the SpongeBob text name, man. Let's see here. You gotta change your name, fam. Five Nights at Freddy's. What's good, man? Let's see here. You have to read it, dude. Bro, I'm trying, man, but it's the capitals and the non, like, there's just two. There's a lowercase p, capital A, capital R, capital I, or L, A, lowercase a. There's an I in between the A and the T, capital T, I, or the I's make two little dots so that it looks like the T's are extended a little bit. And I mean, that's just, it just doesn't look right, man. Let's see here. EXE has stopped working. Yo, what? Robert, go to sleep! Go to sleep! Robert with the red handgun! Unlocked already! What are you doing up? My man! Robert, what are you doing up? Yo, taking the soul of the chat. Robert coming through at 1:43 a.m. in the morning in Sweden. Bruh. When you can transfer from dimensions, you never sleep. Yo, shout outs to Robert, co-captain of the Viking Nation, out here in the morning with the $50 Renengan unlock. What the 50? Yo, Robert, man, thank you so much for the support, man. I appreciate it. Dude, Robert's the homie, man. He's been, and not only that, but he becomes the weekly top ninja with that, with 80 for the week, man. Thank you so much for the support, bro. Really, I do appreciate that. You guys give some love to Elite Ninja, Robert, co-captain of Viking Nation. And Robert has this to say, customized message for me. Says, how about some Batman theme music after the shoutouts? Any remix of your choice is good. Hashtag Viking Nation. Okay, Batman. I gotta be careful because Batman has a lot of copyrighted stuff. So, Batman theme, we're gonna, Batman from like a video game? This is my favorite Batman video game. It's Batman Arkham City. So, or do you mean like the original, like the da na 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 na? You mean like that one? Or can we do like Batman from any game? I mean, I love me some Arkham City. That game's dope. But so let me know in the chat. Yo, what's up, VC? Yo, I am not human. What's good? What's good, guys? What's good? Tridon64, what's up, man? What's up? We'll talk about that in just a bit. Robert does not sleep. He's the, like I said, he's the assassin. He's the assassin of the Viking Nation, dude. It's good, OJ? Okay. All right, this one's good. How's the music sound, guys? Hold up. No, we got to go with a little bit longer theme on this one, because this one's dope. Main theme. We need can we get an extended version of Batman Arkham City? Who played Batman Arkham City in here? Was that game not dope or what? I felt that game was really good. I love that game. Hold on to random questions towards the end, Jumpman. I don't know how many times I have to tell you guys hold on to random questions towards the end. I'm not answering random stuff, guys. If I've already said this a bunch of times. I'm not gonna just answer random questions. So hold on to those, guys, and we'll get to them in just a bit. I might change the rules though for some people, but for right now, hold on to those random questions towards the end, guys. Deluxe7 says, yeah, cool music in the game for sure. Yeah, it's cool. I'm not a big fan of Western game music, but this had a pretty dope like dark like beat soundtrack. Like it was cool. It was cool. Great game. Yeah, the Wii U version was a bit gimped in some aspects. It was cool in other things, the Armored Edition, but man, that frame rate at times, man. Ooh boy, that frame rate at times could be a little chop. But it was still good. It was still good. Never played any of the Batman Arkham games? Yo, get this man some Arkham City in his life. Yo, it's good, dude. It's really good. We still need a Nightwing game. We still need a Nightwing game. You know what would be dope if now that I mean we got Nintendo paying for Marvel. How dope would it be if Nintendo paid for like a freaking exclusive Nightwing game, like an action adventure Nightwing game on the Switch? Yo, Team Ninja, let's do it, bro. That'd be so hype. I'd be so down for that. I think Rocksteady's working on something, but I don't think they're working on like I don't think they're working on a Batman game. I mean, I don't know. I thought they said they're gonna be done with Batman, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what they do. Yeah, play Arkham City if you have not. Play it. It's so good. It's so good. It's really good. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this discussion here, guys, because I'm getting a lot of random questions, so people maybe are bored or they just feel like asking me random questions. So, all right, here. Okay, guys. Nintendo Switch Pro discussion. We've got some more information on this. Shoutouts to Eurogamer is now backing up the information that Wall Street Journal has said, but they've put it in a little bit more of terms that we can understand for gamers out there. So here is what they're saying. Nintendo Everything rounded up the information. Eurogamer gave some more tidbits on what they feel it's going to be based on their sources with people with direct hands-on, their sources within Nintendo. You know, I would think it'd be the same sources that gave them the information when it came to what was it, the original Switch, right, and the idea behind that. So according to Eurogamer, they said they've heard many of the same things that as the Wall Street Journal has. They said that they're with the first new model, Nintendo is hoping to cater to the same two audiences and eventually evolve the 3DS to serve with the 2DS and the new Nintendo 3DS XL. Now, Nintendo is keen to move casual gamers still using the 3DS over to the Nintendo Switch. Many of the young fans who have bought cheaper versions of the Nintendo 3DS. Now, Nintendo apparently wants to recapture the 2DS value proposition. The unit design will be sturdier than the current Switch model in order to be kid-proof. Now, costs will be driven down by the removal of several features, and we'll talk about those in just a bit. Nintendo has designed its budget Switch for an audience which uses it in handheld mode only. The other new souped-up Switch, or the Switch Pro as some people are calling it, will be comparable to the bump received by the Nintendo 3DS upon its new 3DS relaunch. No suggestion the model might remove the TV screen docking. Now, of course, Nintendo did reach out to, or Eurogamer reached out to Nintendo, and Nintendo said, yeah, we don't comment on that type of stuff. So, basically what they're saying here is that they feel that this new Switch isn't going to be a huge power-up from what we got from like the 3DS to the new Nintendo 3DS. So for those who don't know, the new Nintendo 3DS, or the 3DS to Nintendo 3DS, it had some good bumps, but it wasn't anything like, oh my gosh, this is like 10 times more powerful. You know, there was a nice 50% bump up in RAM. They had some good things about it, you know. It wasn't horrible or anything like that. And it definitely made some games possible that weren't possible on it before. For example, Xenoblade Chronicles 3D, Minecraft, and Fire Emblem Warriors, which I think Fire Emblem Warriors probably could have ran on a regular 3DS. It would have just been so crappy that they just said, you know what, nah, this isn't a good product, because it still kind of runs crappy on the new Nintendo 3DS. Like Fire Emblem Warriors, that game, I don't even know why there's a new Nintendo 3DS version. I mean, I get it, why there is at the end of the day, just because, I mean, at the time that they were developing it, obviously they didn't know how much the Switch was going to take off when it comes to sales and everything, so they just said, you know what, we have this engine already going, we'll go ahead and make it one. But man, that game's rough on there. The Switch version is like so much better. The Switch version is like 5 million times better. But anyway, yeah, so it looks like it's going to be that type of bump in power. Now, if you guys have thoughts on this, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. I'll be more than happy to entertain all of you guys' questions pertaining to this, because this isn't necessarily about me talking about it, because I've already discussed, and I will have a video tomorrow morning for you guys on it as well, talking about some more things that I feel Nintendo strategies when it comes to business wise. But I want to hear you guys' thoughts on this and how you guys feel about the information that's been provided. Speculation is fine too. All right, so let's see here. Gamer5 says, I would love to see a Harley and Joker game on the Suicide Squad. All right, there we go. The Pro drops this holiday season, Mini drops this summer. Okay, I think that's a good strategy if that's the case. Although, I think it'd be interesting because they might drop the Mini in the holiday season because, you know, kids going out there or parents picking up for their kids, and then also launch it with Pokemon. And then maybe the Pro drops this summer because games like Fire Emblem and Astral Chain, those are more of the hardcore games for like the audience that are willing to, you know, spend more money on that. So I think it might be reversed considering the type of games that are coming, right? Also, probably the fall holiday season has Animal Crossing as well. You probably want to put that portable only. So it might be flipped. It might be the Pro first and then the Mini, or they just might come out at the same time. Who knows? They could just be that as well. So yeah. Let's see here. Would it be a pain to transfer your memory? No, transferring your memory is actually, it's actually pretty easy. It's not too hard. Let's see. MFS Gameplay says, player since, how are you doing? I made it in time. I'm doing good. How are you? Golden Oracle says, if this is true, will there be exclusives? And if so, would there be a lot? Could it be potentially backfire? No, I already talked about that in multiple videos. Like the video that I did. If you haven't seen my video, guys, on this, make sure you check it out, because then you would have asked this question. I think that there wouldn't be multiple exclusives because a lot of developers want to make sure they take advantage of the big Switch install base. And if you only put it on one system like the Pro, there's not going to be as many systems out there, so it limits the amount of sales your game can get. So I don't think that's going to happen. And we didn't see it with the Xbox One X. We didn't see it with the PS4 Pro. I don't see why we'd see it really here. Let's see here. VC says, wait, they want exclusives on the Switch Mini? No, they don't want exclusives. The Switch Mini is probably, it's going to be the same thing as the regular Switch. He's talking about the Switch Pro, dude. Deadlock7 says, I think the Mini is planned to get out in time for Pokemon. And yeah, and that's why I said I think that it might be reversed to what VC said. It might be the Switch Mini will be out in the fall, maybe the Pro's out in the summer, or maybe they just come out at the same time. You know, it could just be that. Do we think they'll eliminate dock mode on the Mini? That's something that Eurogamer's entertaining a little bit. They didn't flat out say that's going to happen. I mean, unless Nintendo's trying to go bare bones with this, that's the only thing that I would say that they're trying to remove the port. So I mean, it saves them a couple dollars here and there, or whatever the case is. So I mean, if they're trying to get this thing to like $150, then I'd say yeah. It just depends on how cheap Nintendo wants to go for this. And I mean, if they're trying to get it to like 150, then yeah, they're going to strip it down to damn near nothing when it comes to like the system itself. It's going to be very, very probably tiny and thin and remove a lot of the features in terms of like the physical features, like the HD Rumble, the Joy-Con, or maybe it might still have HD Rumble, but it'll be built into the system. The Joy-Cons will be obviously taken out. They're going to remove like the camera and stuff like that. I mean, so that's what I'm thinking would happen with that. Do you think the Pro model will bring more third party? No, the Pro model shouldn't bring more third party. No, the reason why I say that is because the Pro model, everything that runs on the regular Switch or Switch Mini should be able to run on the Pro. Like, there's not going to be anything that the Pro, like, oh, well, now we have a more powerful system. They'd still have to make it to where it runs on the Switch Mini and it runs on the regular Switch. Otherwise, you jeopardize not selling as much of your game or only segmenting your market. So, no, you're not going to see many third-party developers say, oh, well, now we're going to develop on the Switch because it's more powerful. No, you're just going to see them just develop on the Switch. I mean, Mortal Kombat is one of the greatest looking games that I've ever seen, and it's on the Switch, right? It's a really graphically intense game when it comes to it, and it's on the Switch. So if games like Mortal Kombat can come to the Switch, and that game looks absolutely amazing, looks better than most of the games that are released today, I don't see why anything changes or anything like that. So yeah. Are you thinking a 720p or 1080p screen on the Pro? I'm thinking a 1080p screen on the Pro. I'm thinking it'll be a 1080p screen on the Pro, just because I don't think that'd be too big of an upgrade for them to do. I don't see why they couldn't just do a 1080p screen on the Pro. I don't see why They could. I don't know why people are saying, "Oh, I doubt it," but why? What? I mean, there's nothing really in here. There's nothing that's really in the reports that says that it couldn't be. I don't really know if it's going to happen, but I don't know why it couldn't. Deadlock 7 says, yeah, mini for Pokemon, the Pro would be fine even with a better screen, better battery life, and more RAM. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, better screen, better battery life, better build quality, and more RAM. That's what I'm thinking, and that's kind of like how new Nintendo 3DS was, you know. So yeah, all Switch all digital edition, Simply Chris. I don't think so. I don't think it's gonna be. I don't think they're gonna like the PSP Go route. Let's see. Omega Chase says, Parsons, I think the Pro being between the Xbox One and PS4 is possible. Yeah. Would it be cool to see between PS4 and PS4 Pro? But I think there's wishful thinking. Happy having a 50% boost. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be that. I mean, that's gonna be very tough. I mean, unless you want your Switch to last for like an hour. And what chipset would they use? I don't think they're going to make a completely new custom chipset based on the reports here. So, yeah, I don't think it's going to be like a portable PS4, even more powerful than a PS4. I don't know how much you're expecting to pay for this, but something like that would cost well more than $300. Well more, 400 plus. So, for something in that small of a size, unfortunately. Let's see here. Is it Skets 81. This person says, I feel more excited for the Switch Mini. I'm okay with the power it has right now, and like something smaller to carry around. Yeah, that's no problem. I think there's a lot of people that are like that. Let's see here. Deadlock 7 says maybe the Mini will have its own dock or a way to connect to the TV. So 2 separate docks. I don't see why that seems like an R&D snafu. It's like, why have a separate dock? Why produce something else? When you can just put a port on the bottom of it. The port looks like this. It's literally it's a USB-C port that's on the bottom of it that docks it. So why have some type of separate or different type of port for a dock? I don't get that. Maybe it has a connection to where you can plug it into your TV somehow through a cable, but it makes no sense to me to have a different dock for what? This is literally what connects it. It's just this USB-C right here. So I don't understand having a separate dock, in my opinion. Maybe it has a different dock because of the size of the system. Maybe that's it. But I don't think it would actually fundamentally change anything from the dock. I mean, just maybe different docks to sell. Maybe that's it. But I don't think it would fundamentally change what the dock is. You just make a smaller dock. I mean, that could be it. But it's just a USB-C port on the bottom. Let's see here. What do you think the Pro model will improve? Yeah, basically, like I said, RAM, screen, RAM and screen. That's what I think. CPU, I mean, GPU obviously is going to be a little bit better, or a bit better there. So yeah, just the power of the system. Durability, the build of it, I think it's going to look different. So yeah. Let's see here. Psychopie says, so if they remove the IR camera, that means some games won't work, such as Labo. Labo works with, I think Labo works as it like docked, right? But yeah, I would guess that if they remove any game that uses a camera, or there need to be a patch that alters it or plays a certain way. But I mean, I think if you're buying a Switch Mini, you don't give a damn about Labo. If you're buying a Switch Mini, you're probably buying it for Pokemon, or you're buying it to actually play a normal game on there, play it in portable. Labo is like something completely different. It's not like for portable normal play. It's, you know, so yeah. There's a camera on the right Joy-Con, D-Dub. Let's see here. Matthew Havens says, Playersense, do we think they will replace the regular Switch with the Pro model? I'm not so sure about that. We have to wait and see. Wave Symphony says, if they take away the tabletop mode from the Mini, how will people play Mario Party? Will it need to come with a warning? Yeah, they would definitely need to say something like, you know, this can, I mean, like, you can probably still buy a stand, though, to play Mario Party. I mean, just because it doesn't have the little thing that pops it out on the bottom doesn't mean you can't still set it up against something, though. So I don't think tabletop mode, like the little stand in the back, is what is like, oh well, all of a sudden it doesn't work now because it's a Mini. You can still literally just set your system against something or buy a stand for it and still play. So I don't think that's gonna stop it from it working or anything like that. Let's see here. Ashoka Tano says, what do you think the Pro model will improve? I think I already answered that. Never mind. Let's see here. Make sure you tag me at PlayerSense or hashtag PlayerSense. Guys, if you're not tagging me and you want me to actually read what you're saying, I'm not going to read it because we have so many people. We have over 200 people in here. Although if I catch a comment, I'll read it. But I mean, like, just make sure you tag me if you actually want me to see your comment. Robert says, my son is talking about buying his own Switch. That's a good sign. Yo, your son is getting responsible there. Look at that, buying his own Switch. There you go. Tell him to save up that SEK, my man. Let's see here. Golden Oracle says, would you trade in for a Pro? I don't trade in nothing, dude. I don't trade in nothing. I just buy another Pro. Or I just buy another Switch. I don't trade in my systems. I don't ever do that. I used to do that when I was younger and I realized how dumb it was. For me at least. I'd rather have just been broke than save up than buy it, you know, buy the system when I can afford it. But no, I don't trade in. I'm just gonna buy another one. And I'll buy the mini. I'll buy both. And then I'll write them off on my taxes. Deadlock 7 says, players, it's yeah, like a little dog. I meant like straight into the TV. I think the Switch, something that they will keep launching new versions like every 2 to 3 years. I mean, maybe, man, but there's no information on that, so we're gonna have to wait and see. Let's see here. Simply Chris YT says, I wonder how the physical look of the Switch Pro will differentiate from the regular Switch, if any, to show the difference. Yeah, I mean, based on this report here, then they're saying that it's going to look different. Or, you know, the Wall Street Journal said it's going to look different. That it's going to look very, you know, different from what we've seen before. So yeah, man. Absolutely. It looks like it's going to happen at some point, you know. Let's see here. If they put the Pro out, should I still get a regular Switch? It's up to you, man. I mean, it's up to you what you want to do. If you don't already have a Switch at this point, I mean, you can wait. Depends on how bad you want to play games. If you want to play games real bad, go buy a Switch. If you want to wait to see what they announce, if this Pro's even real before it comes, then wait for it. It's up to you, my man. I can't stop you. If you got like a PS4 or Xbox One or something else to play in the meantime while you wait, then you can wait. I hope the screen is bezel-less. I think if they do a 1080p screen, I think there might be a really thin bezel. Let's see here. Jumpman says, I doubt we'll get a 1080p screen, mostly due to the cost and battery life. Though you probably have seen this comment already. No, I did see you say that, but I think that a 1080p screen isn't expensive anymore. Jumpman, I don't know. This is not like 2006, you know, or anything like that. I don't think a 1080p screen is really that expensive, and I think that battery, in terms of battery life, I think that batteries have advanced quite a bit from when Nintendo was planning the original Switch, which that was 2015-ish. They picked the 2015 chip, so I'm guessing they picked the best battery, biggest and baddest battery they can get back in 2015. So battery tech has evolved since then, though. It hasn't stayed stagnant since 2015. So for you to say, oh, well, they can't do it because of battery life. And because of that, batteries have gotten better since the first batteries have gotten better. So I mean, if they put a better battery in there, then obviously that it won't be as bad in terms of the drain on the 1080p if they do a 1080p screen. But I see what you're saying. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get that, but I don't think that is the main cause of, oh, well, battery life. Like, it's been 4 years. It's been, yeah, more than 4 years since there's been better batteries that are the same size as the Switch since they've launched back in 2017. There's been better batteries that they can use that would improve battery life, you know, but you've got to pick, like, at some point you can't change the parts. Like, you've got to stick with what you've got and then put the dev kits out there. This is what we're going to have. So yeah, I mean, like I said, that doesn't mean you're wrong. I just don't think it's a foregone conclusion, as if batteries haven't advanced since 2015, since 2017, 2018, now we're in 2019, you know, batteries have advanced, basically what I'm trying to say. So I can't wait to differentiate myself with the Switch Pro as an enthusiast. Shout out to David Jade. Yeah, man. Let's see here. Simon B says, do you think the people complaining about wanting more power will start complaining about a year after the Pro Switch comes out? Seems like they'll never be satisfied. Yeah, obviously, people won't be satisfied until somehow you can play a Nintendo Switch that's the same power as like a next Xbox. And shout outs to Scarlett. Good to see you here, Scarlett. So yeah, people aren't going to be satisfied until then. So there's always going to be some people that are upset, but that's not the point. You're never going to make everybody happy. So I don't think Nintendo is trying to make everybody happy, but you never can. None of these companies can make anybody happy or like everybody happy. So it's like you service who you can, and the people that don't like it can not buy it. Let's see here. J2 Boost says, I don't expect much of a power boost, but it could play games at high resolution, 1080p to 900p docked, and a consistent 720p undocked. That's true. That's true. Let's see. Let's see here. I wonder if if it happens, will anybody who trashed Marcus Sellers toss out an apology? Probably not. Marcus Sellers is kind of went like underground though. Norrell Craven, it says, questions, do you think they need a pro this year or next year? I don't think they really need a pro like this year. If it came out next year, that'd be fine, but I think this year would be, I think they can really take advantage of a lot of gamers this year. Like if you say like, yo, Astral Chain and Fire Emblem 3 Houses is Nintendo Switch Pro enhanced, that's going to get a lot of people to rush out there and go buy, especially Astral Chain. Especially that game. If it's enhanced where it runs in better frame rate or better resolution, you're going to get all the hardcore weirdos to go out there and buy it, you know? So, I mean, it makes sense. So, we'll have to wait and see, though. Do I think the Pro will cost around 400? I don't think you'll get that high. No, because I don't think the power bump is that significant. So no, I don't think you'll get that high. I think it will be it will be 350 to 300. It'll be somewhere in that range. So yeah. Let's see here. JT Gamer says, do you think they're gonna ask for a bigger battery to put in the regular Switch after this? A bigger battery? No, the regular Switch already has its set base of what it uses. They're not going to change anything in the regular Switch, no. Avedon says, player, since I personally feel they should give options on buying a full Pro or a tablet as an upgrade if the user base who already owns a Switch. A full Pro? What do you mean by a full Pro or a tablet upgrade? What does that mean? Like, do you mean, okay, you're saying like everybody else is saying like the tablet. I don't think Nintendo's not going to do that. I mean, there's going to be like GameStop, like they're going to say, hey, trading your Switch and you can get this many dollars off of whatever this is. They're going to do, like, GameStop and other places are going to do that, but Nintendo isn't going to say, oh, here's this tabletless where it's just like nothing, and then like, I don't think they're going to do that. They're not going to do that. Or what you can do the normal way, and where you can probably get more money, is probably just buy the Switch Pro, then just transfer your data, and then just sell your old Switch. That's probably a way to get whatever you were going to make, and even then some, on top of that, because you can probably get at least a couple hundred. You know, you might be able to get a couple hundred for it, so you can just do that. So I've never understood the whole trade-in, like you can just buy the system and then just sell your system, and you could probably make more money than like some type of trade-in program. So I've never been a fan of those, and they always rip you off. Like they always rip you off, you know, when it comes to that. So at least that's my opinion when it comes to trade-in stuff. They're always bad. They're never as good as, you know, they could be. If you didn't just like buy this, like if you didn't just sell the system yourself, like it's worth waiting or saving up or whatever the case is and just buy the system full price and then just transfer whatever you need to transfer, then just sell your system. You know, I did that with my PS3 originally. Like I didn't trade in for like the PS3 Slim. I just bought the Slim. I just transferred my data and then I just sold my old PS3 and made way more money than doing their trade-in program that they had, you know? Like, it's just easier to do that. Well, it's not easier because there's more steps, but you get more money that way, in my opinion. Let's see here. But I don't sell my stuff. That's back when I used to sell my stuff. I don't sell. And not only that, but I rebought back my PS3. Like, the old school PS3 fat, I rebought it back. So, at the end of the day, I ended up saving what? At that time, I think I saved like $70. Was it worth it? Probably not. I would have just liked to have my old PlayStation back again, you know? So I had to rebuy it. And I think I bought the PlayStation Fat for like $150. So I didn't even make, at the end of the day, what did I do? I netted nothing. And I could have bought it full price too. I was working and had a job. Like I had a solid job, and it wasn't the best job, but I was working, had a solid job, but I was just being cheap. I was just being cheap, dude. I was living with my parents too, so it wasn't even like a big deal, you know? So the grass won't be flat on the Switch Pro. Exactly. The Switch Pro is going to have them blades, dude. I already looked at, I think I looked at Avedon's comment, didn't I? Let's see here. Let's see here. I'm not talking about stuff off topic here, guys. We're not talking about off topic stuff, so don't tag me if you have something off topic. Trydown64 says players, they could almost do a Switch Pro for the same price as the launch because of the advancement in parts coming down. Yeah, probably, maybe. Christopher says if a mini without detachable Joy-Cons or no rumble comes out, then games like Mario Party wouldn't play on it. So the mini would be newer than the standard Switch, would play less games. Well, no, not necessarily, because you're probably still going to be able to connect Joy-Cons to play on the Nintendo Switch Mini, even if it didn't have rumble built in or no Joy-Cons. You're still going to probably be able to connect Joy-Cons and play games on it. So no, you can still be able to play Mario Party. You just have to connect. It just doesn't come. The system just doesn't come with Joy-Cons. Not that it's not compatible with Joy-Cons. Let's see here. I feel you. I only suggest that every other piece of Switch can be purchased separately. Yeah, I just don't think Nintendo's gonna do different SKUs like that. Just because I just don't think that they are. I mean, like I said before, when people were suggesting this, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you guys something in terms of a business wise. Nintendo's not gonna do that from a business wise. They're not gonna like release, oh, here is a SKU with nothing on it, so people who already have it can somehow do this. That's more shipping, because now you have to ship ones without that in a separate box, and then you have to ship ones with the dock and everything, and then you're like, okay, well, that becomes 3 different SKUs. That becomes more confusion. Do I get, especially for parents, do I get the one that has the no thing on it? Do I get that? I mean, they're just not gonna do that. It's just not going to happen. That's the reason why I say that, because it's going to create confusion. That's what I would think. Now, I would be shocked if Nintendo did that, because it creates another SKU, which creates more shipping, which is a problem. Which is a problem. So I just don't think they're going to do the whole, you know, I mean, I know people suggest it all the time, but it's just, I mean, Nintendo didn't do any type of trade-in program for Nintendo 3DS to do Nintendo 3DS, so I don't expect anything here. Let's see here. PSA, remember to always save the kids, says Arn with the $1.99 donation. Thank you so much, Arn. I appreciate that. Let's see here. You said, yeah, I saw. Okay. Arastus, sorry I'm late, OJ. What did I miss so far? You missed a lot of people asking questions. Let's see here. Simon B says, do you think Super Metal Dave will have a heart attack if the Switch Pro isn't 4K 60 frames per second, lasts 36 hours on a single charge, and is under $200? No, I don't think so, because he uploaded a video that I watched recently, and well, it seemed like he might be thinking maybe it's a little bit more powerful than what they're saying here. I don't think he thinks it's gonna do. He doesn't think it's gonna be all that. So no, I think we'll be okay. We'll all be all right. He said, heck no, better not happen. We had enough confusion with the Wii U. Yeah, that's the only thing that I have a problem with, is the confusion. Like, when you start doing SKUs that are missing things to where you can't get the full thing in the box, and then it creates, like, what if a parent goes to the store and there's none of, all that's left is like the one without the SKUs, and they're just like, or the one without like the dock and like missing Joy-Cons. It's like, you know, it just creates confusion. If you want, I mean, if you want to save some money, just buy it, and then just sell your old Switch. I mean, just sell the tablet, or just do whatever you need to do. I mean, but like I said, I think GameStop will still have some type of trade-in program or something like that. So I just don't see Nintendo, you know, doing that. Trades in mint Nintendo Switch, gets $20 pretty much. Yeah. Let's see here. J2 Blue says, as far as price, I think you can go like this: Switch Mini 150, Switch Base 250, and Switch Pro 350. That seems a bit weird, because you have a, oh snap, yo Robert, bodying the chat, dude. My man Robert extending the lead. Yo Robert with the Madra, bodying the chat. Let's go Robert with the love. What? Another 30 on top of the 50 he already donated. 110 for the weekly ninja. Shout outs to Robert. And he says, do you know how I discovered PE? Fury Tiger said, I found this guy on YouTube that doesn't believe that games was more awesome in the 1950s. This man, how you gonna, Robert, how are you gonna sit here and roast this man Fury Tiger when he's asleep? I think Fury Tiger just tossed in his bed right now and was just like what happened? I think he just got a shiver while he was sleeping. Goodness gracious, my man. Why are you gonna sit here and roast this dude when he's not even here? That's like getting fired on your day off. This man out here looking like Craig, and Day Day. How'd you get fired on your day off, Craig? Fury Tiger sneezed in his sleep. I mean, man, bruh. Out here, bruh. Yeah, so shout outs to Robert, bodying apparently bodying Theory Tagger when he's not even here, picking on Theory Tagger when he's not even here, stealing boxes, bro. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Let's continue on here. Shout out. Hey, you guys give some love to Robert though in the chat. Give some salutes. Give some Sharingans if you've got them. Thank you so much, Robert, for that 80 this stream. Top stream ninja. Top stream ninja, also top weekly ninja as well, man. So thank you for the support. It really does help out. It really does. Honestly, it really does help out because YouTube's on some whack stuff when it comes to my channel, like always. But so thank you. Let's see here. Tridon says, player, since got to get my Switch Pro Fire Emblem Three Houses Edition, one can dream. Bro, if they do that, that's an instant buy. If there's a Switch Pro Astral Chain Edition, Switch Pro Fire Emblem Three Houses Edition, that's an instant buy from me. Instant buy. Instant cop. Instant cop. Vizion says, do you see a name change or just Pro and Mini? Well, there's no name change because we don't have any official name at all. So it wouldn't be a name change. The official names or the rumor names aren't a Pro and Mini. They just gave them some type of general name for what it is. We don't know what the names are. So there is no name change. We need to find out what the names actually are. Yo, what's up, Daniel Ventura? Good to see you here. Let's see here. Will Switch Pro be the name of it or no? We don't know the name of it, guys. It could be Switch Pro. It could be, I mean, knowing Nintendo, I don't know if it's going to be called Switch Pro. I don't know if it's going to be called Switch Pro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. But let me go back to J2 Blue's comment. Shout out to J2 Blue. It seems weird. $150, $250, then $100 more. Why wouldn't it just be $150, $250, then $300? If you're dropping the base price by $250, I mean, that'd have to be a pretty significant jump up in feature set or whatever the case is to be $100 more. $100 more. So I wonder what this Pro would come with. Would it come with the game? I mean, like, I don't know. It just seems like a lot. Let's see here. I would be happy if all games ran at 60 frames per second. Always learning that's not going to happen. All games don't run at 60 frames per second on Xbox One X. So I don't know why you're expecting all. I mean, that's not something I'm going to help you out. I'm always learning. I like you, my man. But man, I don't want you to expect that. I'm trying to help you out here. That's not going to happen. With this Switch Pro, you're not going to all of a sudden get games at 60 frames per second. I don't think that's going to happen. Could you get better and more stable frame rates? Absolutely. So could some games have a 60 frames per second option patch or something? Sure. But all games at 60, I just don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen. But I think we're going to get improvements. We should. It should be, it's obviously going to be called the new Switch. I don't know if they're going to do the whole same new Switch. The new Nintendo Switch name, that was from the old marketing team and all that, Scott Moffat and all them. But hey, you never know. You never know. But no, shout outs to Always Learning, though. Big supporter on the channel. I appreciate the comment, my man. Dragon Cheese says, Prices, to further your point on not having many SKUs is that that it was reported that the form of the Pro will be noticeably different, which tells me that it will not be compatible. Will not be compatible with what? Let's see here. Let's see. Rowi's name in the Hokage mode gotta go. No, actually it doesn't. Hokage mode is top person who's donated the most for the month. So it will be reset from Rory on Monday. On Monday coming up, it'll reset for the next month. So whoever is for the most for the month, that's Hokage mode on there. So no, it's not gonna go until April, until the April 1st. Let's see here. Let's see here. That's why I have the top stream ninja off to the left, the weekly top ninja up here, and then Hokage mode. That's something that's completely different from the other things. Let's see here. Golden Oracle 64 says, if the name was a new Nintendo Switch, that would be super transparent for parents. I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean, but I mean, if a parent's going out there, I mean, we also have to give parents today a little bit more credit, guys. Okay, I'm 32 or turning 32, and my daughter is, you know, my daughter's like 7 already. So I mean, like, my bro, you know, he's older than me, so he knows about games. I think a lot of today's parents aren't the same minivan, don't know about technology, can't look up information on a smartphone as when we were growing up. I don't think it's the same thing here, guys, because like the age of people who are having like kids that are in their teens are like, you know, it can be mid to late 30s, early 40s. A lot of that generation grew up with video games and grew up and have smartphones and can research things. So it's not quite like my mom, who doesn't really know anything about video games, and be tough for her. So a lot of the people, I mean, like, I think people sometimes over talk about, oh, well, the parents don't know anything. Like, a lot of the parents today grew up with video games, so they can simply grab a smartphone and say, okay, this is what my son or my daughter is looking for, which I've seen firsthand, by the way. Okay, I've seen firsthand from when I, you know, talking to parents that, you know, at my daughter's schools and things like that. They know, parents today know a little bit more than how it was back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you have to keep that in mind, guys. That, I mean, if you're in your 40s, you grew up with the Nintendo, you grew up with Super Nintendo, you grew up with these things. Like, even if you're in your 40s, you grew up with that stuff, you know? Like, so, like, it's not the same, right? It's not the same. Now, maybe grandparents, yeah, maybe grandparents, absolutely. But regular parents, especially if you're in your, like I said, if you're in your mid-30s and you got a kid that's 12 or 13, which I have friends who are in their mid-30s and they have kids that are like 11, 12, they know all about the video games. They look at their, oh, my kid wants this, bam, bam, bam. They look it up, they go buy it from the store. It's easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, so let's just be, whereas like my mom back when she was in her 30s and I was a kid, obviously she didn't know about that. She didn't have a smartphone to go look up things on the spot and all that. So it's a little bit different today, guys, just a little bit. Let's see here. He said even my dad played a little bit of Atari back in the day. Yeah, new Nintendo Switch, new Nintendo 2 Switch Pro U XL. That is actually a fantastic name. That's a fantastic name. I actually like that name. They should do that. Deluxe7 says new Super Nintendo Switch NX. Okay. Let's see. They sure didn't know nothing during the Wii U days. Once again, during the Wii U days, dude, that was just something completely different, because you're talking about a whole casual audience, you know what I'm saying? A whole casual audience that Nintendo brought in. And even during the Wii U days, like, smartphones were around and they were getting there, but it still wasn't quite the same. And it's also been 7 years from that point, right? From the Wii U back in 2012. So 7 years, I mean, that's still a good amount of time. There's people that were kids essentially, and then now they're adults, and maybe they even have children that are 4 or 5 years old. If you're 15, 7 years from there, you know, now you're in your early 20s, you might have a kid that's 4 or 5 years old at that age. Heck, I know I had friends that had kids that early too. Or even if you were 20 back then or 21, now you're in your late 20s, you know? So, I mean, I get it. I see what you're trying to say though. Let's see, Ernest Seton. What's up, man? Good to see you here. Do you think Switch Pro will be powerful, regular Xbox One or regular PS4? And do you think we'll see more third-party games for before Switch Pro? We'll see more third-party games because Switch is selling, but not because of the Switch Pro. And no, it's not going to be as powerful as PS4 or Xbox One. You need to read the reports out there, and make sure you watch my videos. We talked about this multiple times. So yeah. Make sure you guys spell my name right if you want me to actually read off, like, highlight the comment. So yeah, let's see, players does not be compatible for standard switches. Dragon Chi, can you repeat what you're trying to say, man? I don't know what you're trying to say. Like, put it all in one thing. Let's see here. Simon says, so if the Joy-Cons are gutted to on the Mini, there would be no Joy-Cons on the Mini. They wouldn't be gutted. There'd be no Joy-Cons at all. I'll get that donation in just a bit. Let me read off the rest of what he's saying here. And becomes the main seller. We might as well kiss cool Joy-Con usage goodbye. No, that's not the point. You're not understanding. Joy-Cons will still be compatible with the Switch Mini. It will still be able to use it as a controller. Let's say if you wanted to play multiplayer on there or anything, it would just not be built into. It wouldn't be built into the system. It would just be a normal system, and then you can use the Joy-Cons on the system as if you were using the Switch in tabletop mode, for example, right? As if you're using the Switch just as a normal thing. They just wouldn't be built in. So no, that's a little bit of panicking and worrying and guessing on nothing. So no, I would guess that as long as the Switch is running the certain firmware that it's running, right, and it's the same system in terms of how it runs, there should be no reason why a Joy-Con couldn't connect to a Switch Mini. Absolutely zero reason why it couldn't. All right, so Five Nights at Freddy's donated $5, and I want to ask you a question. Are you excited for the VR game Five Nights at Freddy's? And he says, thanks for what you do, and let's see the Smash Lingo video. All right, thank you for the $5 donation, my man. And yeah, man, we'll look into the Smash. We'll look into the Smash Lingo video. I'll see what I can do. That's something that's been on the back burner for a while. Let's see. Arash says, you think it's worth trading in your Switch for the new one that comes out? I've got to see what it is first. I already dropped $400 plus tax on Super Mario Odyssey Edition 2 years ago. I got to see what it is first, if it's worth it or not. I got to see what it is. Let's see here. I'll be right behind you with that purchase. Yeah, man. Let's see here. Chrome Alvarez. I'm not sure if I've seen that name before, but shout outs. Thank you for coming out to the stream. Appreciate that. He says, I hope developers won't be lazy releasing old Switch on performance and only do the best on the Pro. I don't think it really works like that. I think basically what they'll do is they'll optimize it the best they can, and then they'll enhance it for the Switch, because it's going to have to be able to run on a Switch and a Switch Mini. So they'll do the best they can on the regular Switch, and then they'll do whatever in terms of like optimizations for the Switch Pro. But I don't think we're going to see really big differences between them or anything like that. I think we could see some nice differences, but nothing crazy. But we'll have to wait and see. Deadlock7 says, player since, yeah, true. But those Wii U days, some of the conversations I heard in shops, even people working there were confused when explaining it. The Switch message is clear. The Switch message is clear. It is absolutely clear. You're right about that. But it wasn't necessarily because, oh, well, you know, moms don't know what's going on. It was the messaging wasn't clear from the first place. So there's a clear difference in what you're explaining. You know, we're talking about moms not like confused about going into a Switch and buying a different one or whatever the case is. But the messaging with the Switch has been very clear from the beginning, whereas compared to the Wii U, which the messaging wasn't clear from the beginning, so therefore that caused moms or whatever the case to be confused, or people just in general to be confused. So it's very different what we're talking about here. The Switch messaging is very clear. So as long as Nintendo makes clear messaging with whatever these new systems are coming, it's not going to be a problem for moms or whatever the case is. And like I said, moms got smartphones. You know, my mom has a smartphone and she can look up things too. And, you know, she's not part of the new generation of moms. So my mom is a grandma at this point, you know? So yeah. Deadlock7 says, yeah, okay, I already read that. Peter Alcaron says, what if the Switch Mini had a flip pad like the Game Boy Advance versus Game Boy SP? Yeah, I think that's something that can definitely be a factor. Yeah, people aren't talking about that as much, but like a clamshell design, right? Yeah, that's definitely something that could happen. They could have just a plop little screen right there. You just slap it together right there. And yeah, that's definitely something that could happen. And the way that they describe it as a replacement for the 2DS or the new Nintendo 2DS, that was a really good seller for Nintendo, the new Nintendo 2DS. The regular 2DS, not as good of a seller, even though it, you know, it's the cheapest. The new Nintendo 2DS sold a lot better because people were willing to pay a little bit more for a better design. For a better design and a clamshell to not scratch the screen, whereas the 2DS was just like a cheese wedge from like Skyrim or something like that, or it was like a doorstop. It was the ugliest thing I've ever seen. It was ugly. I did not like the design of that. It was ugly. So even though it was super cheap, it was like what, $70 or something, like 70, $80 for that thing. Shout outs to Matthew Campos with the $2 donation. And he says, do you think there'll be exclusives for the Switch Pro? No, guys, there will definitely not. I don't think there's going to be like a lot of exclusives. Will there be like an exclusive or two from Nintendo? Maybe. Yeah, I think maybe there might be an exclusive or two, like the new Nintendo 3DS, but I don't think there's going to be a lot. But yeah, there might be an exclusive or two. The new Nintendo 3DS had a couple. The Nintendo DSi XL or whatever, DSi, that had a couple, that had a few exclusives on there. eShop stuff, or back when they first started, that had some exclusives on there. But yeah, I don't think there's going to be a ton, but I think there might be a few. We'll have to wait and see. Let's see here. Oh man, there's a lot of questions. All right, guys, keep them coming. This is the mega discussion. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Sorry if I don't get to your question. You might have to just repeat it. Let me see here. Let's see. Shadow King says, for me to adopt the Pro, I would like extra SD card slot for extra memory, along with 1080p screen and a longer battery life. I don't think you're gonna get an extra SD slot because that takes up space. So that they're not going to do that. They're just going to tell you buy a bigger memory card. Instead, they're not going to do dual. I don't think they're going to do that. That's on a portable type of system. I've never seen that before, and I don't think they're going to do that. That makes it bigger, or that makes it more components for manufacturing, so they're not going to do that. Just buy a bigger memory card. At least that's what Nintendo's going to tell you. A 1080p screen, I think it's possible. Longer battery life, yeah, I think it's possible. Let's see here. Omega Metal Chase 92 says, players, what do you think of this title of the Switch Pro Super Nintendo Switch? Seems all right. Let's see here. Will I be getting both? Probably. Model Z says, my biggest ask for the Pro are a Surface-style kickstand and Bluetooth audio. That would be, you know what? I think those would be some good additions. Absolutely. Golden Oracle says, player, since I always wondered if Wii U had been called the Super Wii or Wii 2, it might have sold better. Probably a little bit better, but not that much better. Five Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's and Puppet says, player, since I'm pretty sure I'm going to fall out of my chair playing the new Five Nights at Freddy's VR game. Nice, man. Kids Ratata says, players, you think that we could transfer the data from Splatoon 2 or Pokemon from the current Switch to the new Switches? You should be able to. Yeah, you just can't use cloud saves, but you can transfer your main save over. Yeah. Simon B says, Parsons, I get what you're saying about the Joy-Cons of the mini Switch. I meant that we might not get much stuff built around the unique features of the Joy-Con. Not panicking, just thinking. No, I don't think so. Here's the reason why I don't think so. I don't think the Switch Mini is already going to relegate or going to neglect all the millions of Joy-Cons that have already been sold, though. So, and if they're still compatible with the Switch Mini, then it's not going to matter. Like, Nintendo's not going to stop making stuff for the Joy-Cons, which there isn't really a ton of games that are exclusive. Like, oh, this is all about the Joy-Con. It's not like there's a ton of games anyway. I mean, so that's the reason why I said panicking, because, like, where are all the games that are built around Joy-Con? We have, like, a few from Nintendo. We have, like, Mario Party. We have, like, 1-2 Switch. We have, like, maybe Snipper Clips. But even then, you're still going to probably be able to use it with the Switch Mini, too. You know, so I don't think that's really going to stop them from doing anything that they didn't do before, you know, with the Joy-Cons, because they're still going to be a big part of whatever the regular Switch is. And you're probably still going to use, Nintendo's still going to say, hey, you can use these Joy-Cons with the Switch Mini. Maybe you put it in a stand if you want to play, you know, with somebody else right there. So Nintendo's not going to stop selling those Joy-Cons, you know. That's still part of that. That's been a big success for them, is the Switch Joy-Cons. Those Joy-Cons have been making money for them. So Arash says, places, I know this is off topic. Sorry, OJ, but I want to, okay, yeah, I'm not, wait, hold up. Yeah, I'm not answering that, dude. Wait till the end. Deadlock7 says, good. I'm behind on questions, guys. I'm sorry. I don't have time for off-topic questions to talk about Game Pass and weirdo stuff. I'll answer it though once we get to a random Q&A. Deadlock7 says, good point, OJ. Oh, also, it's an interesting seeing a few games having performance and graphics modes, so it could hint at Switch future way games work. Also, Mini might have a D-pad. Yeah, the Mini could have a D-pad. Yeah. Shout out King 1982 says, questions. The placement on the analog stick for the for the 2DS was in a way awkward place. Yeah, the 2DS was. I guess so. Yep. Kenyatta Ali, shout out to Kenyatta Ali, Elite Ninja. How you doing today? Says, places, do you think Final Fantasy VII Remake will have a tone? I think you meant a ton of issues in 2019. Like how verbally abusive Sid was. Okay, yeah, I don't know, man. I have no idea what you're talking about when it comes to that. Nathaniel Ventura says, oh, yo, what's this? David the Enthusiast with the Toby Blaster! Shout outs to David Drayton. Ambu Black Ops in the house. But he has a new play on his name every time. David with that $20. We'll finish up Kenyatta's as well. But yeah, Kenyatta, hold on to that. And then maybe we'll answer that at the end. So David the Enthusiast donates 20 and says, so much gaming hardware, software, and the service-related news / content to talk about. Now is the best time to start your YouTube channel and build your brand. Someone watching this needs to hear this. How can I support you if you don't exist? Enthusiast Fund. That's true. This might be a good time to start up a channel and start talking about different things. A lot of channels that are popular now rode the wave of like the popular switch to, but they had consistent content though. It's not just riding the wave of something popular. You got to definitely start talking about certain things and have a focus for your channel. So absolutely, good advice from David Drayton. Shout out to David the Enthusiast. Alter Ego. Thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate that. Let's see here. Deadlock7 says, HD Rumble is so underused so far. They are bound to drop that in the mini. I do love HD Rumble, though, when implemented well. Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of games that use it well, though. I've actually been pretty happy and impressed with a lot of the games that use it. I even like if it's just subtle. Even the subtle uses of it is pretty good, for me at least. So, let's see here. Shadow King. Oh, you guys give some love to David Drayton as well. You guys give some love in the chat. If you got those Sharingan emotes, you guys know what to do when somebody supports the village. Hit them with them Sharingans. Let's go. Let's do it. Shadow King 1982 says players in Xenoblade Chronicles themed Switch Pro for the win. I don't think so, since it's Xenoblade Chronicles is an old game. I think it would be like a Fire Emblem, or it'd be like an Astral Chain or something like that instead. But yo, I'd be down for that too. Let's see here. The Hands the Third says, player says, what upgrades do you want to see in the Switch Pro Joy-Cons? I don't think there's going to be any upgrades in the Switch Pro Joy-Cons. I think it would be the same Joy-Cons. The Joy-Cons are more advanced than the system itself, in my opinion. The Joy-Cons have tech that's just crazy. It's not old tech. It's not something that we've seen before. That HD Rumble tech is freaking amazing. It's like there's not a lot of devices that have that tech in there. So I don't see them changing anything with that. And I see Microsoft and Sony copying HD Rumble tech in their own way. Like, so yeah. Let's see here. Gotta paint them all says, do you think that's why Nintendo has been quiet lately? How has Nintendo been quiet lately? I don't get it. They just had a Nintendo Direct back in February, then they had an Indies Direct with Cuphead just recently, and there's a ton of games coming. So how have they been quiet so lately? They've had 2 really good Directs back, or Indie Showcase, and then they also had a Direct in February. So I don't know. I don't get it. Let's see here. Simon B says, I love the Joy-Cons, but I feel that we are paying a premium for a little implementation. That's subjective opinion. I like the Joy-Con implementation in lots of games. Xenoblade, it's good. All the games that I play, the Joy-Con implementation is pretty good. So I mean, that's me. But hey, if you think differently, that's fine. Alan Steed says, will the Switch Pro still get third-party support when the PS5 and next Xbox comes out? The Switch Pro isn't going to be exclusive games. It's not going to be able, oh, well, now we have Switch Pro. It runs these games. You guys aren't understanding, or you guys aren't reading the reports, or you guys aren't listening to what people are saying in videos. I can clearly see that with some of the people saying it. I think some of you guys, you're seeing Switch Pro and you're thinking that it's going to be some type of different system that's going to get exclusives. It's not. It's not going to get all of a sudden, now all of a sudden third parties work on here. If a third-party developer wants to put their game on the Nintendo Switch, even when PS5 and the next Xbox come out, because all those systems are going to do, the games are going to look very similar, but it's going to be 4K and it's going to be 60 frames per second. That's what it's going to be. Or it's going to be checkerboard in 4K and 60 frames per second. You know, that's all they're going to be aiming for. It's not going to be like, oh my gosh, this is so advanced that everything is just obsolete. It's going to be a double. It's going to be a double the Xbox One power, Xbox One X. So you're doubling the teraflops. It's not going to be anything higher than maybe 12 to 13 teraflops, which is good, which is really good, but that is not, that's double the power of what the Xbox One X is. That's not going to get you anything that's so advanced and so crazy that it's going to make like the latest like TI graphics cards right now and be absolutely nothing. If you want to see what next gen is going to look like, all you got to do is go on the Battlefield. Go on the Battlefield ray tracing demo or whatever that is, and you can get an idea of how it'll look on 4K. You can run it on your PC, and you can see them transferring back and forth between like 1080p and the 4K and on a different graphics card, like on a 1080 whatever, and literally there's like more detail on some dude's chin, or there's like more reflections. Like it's all little things. It's going to be frame rate, more consistent frame rates, better, higher resolutions. That's really what next gen is going to be. Yes, it's going to look great. Yes, you're going to be able to render better draw distances and things, but guys, it's not going to be anything to where it's like, oh my gosh, this is just so much better than what we had before, even like on a PC. So you keep that in mind. Keep that in mind when you're talking about it. So if a developer wants to put a game on Switch, they'll hire a panic button and get the game on the Switch. If they want to, they'll make it their own team and do an in-house port of it, or they'll do something if they want to. If they don't want to, then that's fine. Then they'll just do it on PS5, next Xbox, and PC. So that's really what it comes down to. But don't expect all of a sudden, oh, the Switch Pro can now play these games now. No. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Not going to happen. Let's see here. Let's see here. Shadow King says, do you think the Switch Pro will be using the latest Tegra chip or a custom chip? I think it's going to be using, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it's going to do. Let's see. David Drayton says the console revision will be the President Furukawa's first console, as well as President. Wait, Okay, yeah, Furukawa. Okay, yeah. Furukawa's as well as President Bowser. I think they'll do a great job delivering what consumers want. Well, I think there's always going to be people that are not happy, though. I think, generally speaking, people are going to be happy, but there's going to be people that are pissed off, of course. J2 Blue says, player since Nintendo has been quiet. Yeah, I don't know how Nintendo's been quiet. They had a great Direct in February. They had a great Indies Direct with Cuphead. And just this month, I don't get it. But hey, Deadlock 7 says player since Athena is the leap is getting smaller and smaller. So yeah, one day PlayStation 4 level might be on the lowest system, but that's pretty impressive quality. Well, it's the law of diminishing returns, which is indisputable. There is nothing that anybody can say about the law of diminishing. The law of diminishing returns is absolute. There is nothing more than that. It is absolute. So yeah, the law of diminishing returns is applying here, which we're seeing quite a bit. Let's see here. Make sure you tag me. Gotta paint them all. Make sure you tag me at Player Essence, or just say Player Essence so I can see your comments better. You spelled my name wrong, Ozone Baby. You call me Plant. Is it Planter? Planter Essence. That's when Animal Crossing comes out. I'm gonna be called Planter Essence. Do you think the new Switches will just be called Pro Mini, or do you think they'll name something? I don't think it'll be called Pro Mini or Plus Minus. I don't think it'll be that, but we'll have to wait and see what it's called, or even if it's real. 100%. Five Nights at Freddy's says, person Switch Pro. The Pro should have Joy-Con thumbsticks that don't drift. Sure, why not? Deadlock 7 says, hold up. Already read that. Simon B says, you should do a stream dedicated to business studies and focus on supply and demand. You could probably stop the Switch Pro exclusive questions dead. Well, that's what these streams are for. And even so, I don't think everybody would come out to the stream. So I'd end up repeating myself once again. But that's okay. I don't mind repeating myself because this is my job. When you work at any other job, right, you repeat yourself over and over and over and over and over again. When you work at a gym, if you're working there, you repeat yourself over and over and over and over again. If you work at anywhere, a lot of you guys' day jobs, how many times do you guys repeat stuff to people that come in and ask the same questions? It's fine. It really doesn't make me upset at all. It's not a problem. The only thing that I'll say is, hey, I have a video. I'll also make sure to remind you. Just like people that do a good job say, hey, we also have this app which can tell you things, you know, or this app can, and they'll remind you every single time. That's the mark of somebody who's taking their job seriously and is a good worker. You should never get mad though for repeat questions. Although you should always mention, hey, we do have this that can help you with this, or make sure you check out this, because it reminds the end user that we do have stuff on there. You know, like we do have content on there that will tell you more, that can give you more information. That stuff is usually up before I go live. You know, so I'll always just remind you, but I'm not upset and I don't mind answering stuff over in multiple streams. It's not a big deal. I sit at home and talk about video games, you know, for a living. So it's not a problem. So yeah, I'd probably still have to repeat myself even after I made that video. Let's see here. Aras says, I missed most of the Sony Direct. OJ, was it a good Direct? The format was amazing. The Direct itself was a bit lackluster when it comes to games. Let's see here. I Am Not Human says, player since will Switch Pro have Super Nintendo games exclusive like the 3DS? No. Dragon Chi 26 says, player since I'm saying that the Switch Pro's new form won't mix and match with the standard devices for those just wanting a Switch tablet. We'll have to wait and see. Let's see here. Yo, what's up? Don't call me Danny. How you doing today, my man? Let's see here. Deadlock 7 says, yeah, Planter Essence for the Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley. There we go, man. Let's see here. Five Nights at Freddy's and Friends. I'm just calling you Five Nights at Freddy's. Would you like fries with that? Would I like fries with what? Oh, that question. Yeah, would you like fries with that? Would you like fries with that? Do you want to try our new thing? Do you want to try our new Mega Deluxe Burger? No, not really. Right here, Omega Game Chase 92 says, player since now that I think about it, if we don't have Switch Mini / Pro out at all, just the OG Switch, we'll be fine without it, as the Switch selling great. What do you think? Here's the thing, guys. I got a video coming on that tomorrow morning. I think that this Mini, for me, the Mini is the really big one. But this is how Nintendo's going to stay competitive, like continuing to stay competitive and increase sales this year and next year. Because they've got some big games coming up, but they've got to do something about the price. I think they don't have to, but if they want to maximize sales, doing something about the price is definitely good. If they want to maximize, they can still sell the Switch normal. They'll probably still sell they'll probably sell more than 18 million units if they just keep the Switch the way it is, same price, whatever the case is. They've got so much software, they can sell it. They can definitely sell it at that price. But if they make it cheaper, they can blow out whatever sales prediction that they're doing. But I got a video that I'm going to be talking about that a lot more tomorrow morning. Let's see here. Shadow King says, "The truth is I'm waiting to see the differences in the specs between base and Switch Pro before I start making a decision on upgrade." I think everybody is. I mean, we can't make a decision right now. There's nothing to pre-order. We don't have any information. Unless you're already set like me and I'm like, hey, look, man, I'm going to get this no matter what. Like, I'm buying this. It's going to happen. You know, I'm buying it, you know, because I mean, I do video games for a living. So, yeah, I'm going to buy it, you know. All right, guys, real quick break. What we're going to do, let's see here. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitter. My tag is @PlayerEssence. You can follow me there. If you follow me for this last half of the stream, last 30 minutes, I will give you a live shout out. So make sure you guys follow me on PlayerEssence. Let's see here. Shout outs to there's like no Twitch boys today. Yeah. Oh no, there's some Twitch boys. They're just not talking. They just enjoy the superior streaming of the Twitch boys of the Twitch. So make sure you guys follow me on Twitter. You will get a live shout out if you do follow me on Twitter, of course. All right. So let's see here. Golden Oracle 64 says, "You streaming a game this week?" Absolutely. I've got some big plans for streaming coming up, guys. So look forward to that. The hands, I think we should get to random Q&A. Okay, guys, random Q&A. We did an hour and a half of Switch blah 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 Switch Pro stuff. You can still ask me questions on Switch Pro or Switch Mini, that's fine, or you can ask me any question based on gaming that you want to ask me. So feel free to let those random questions fly, guys. Now is the time. You can definitely do so. So feel free to do it, and I'll do my best to keep up with all these different questions. Can you do a video of you playing Smash Bros. World of Light? I've been saying that I'm gonna do that video forever. I just have no interest in World of Light, but I mean, maybe I'll do it one of these days. Where's Thank Me Matt? Always telling me, "Are you gonna play World of Light? Where's the World of Light? World of Light?" I mean, I just have no interest in World of Light, to be honest. Like, I literally have no interest in World of Light. Zero interest in that. Let's see here. Vision says, "The only thing PlayerEssence gets mad at is not watching his videos and not knowing your own time zone." Time zone, I legitimately say, like, look, I'm not going to tell you. Like, time zone, I'll just be like, look, you have the power of the internet. Not watching my videos, I don't get mad at that. Like, if you don't watch the videos, that's fine. I'll just tell you, hey, watch the videos. I'll just smile and say, hey, watch the videos. Or I'll call people out like, oh, you didn't watch my, I'll jokingly call people out. But I know that people have jobs, people have families. People can't just sit there and watch every single video. I get it. People have lives. Their life doesn't revolve around my channel. But if you don't know a time zone, that's a problem, because that's a problem. If you don't know time zones. And some of these people that say this live in America. If you live in the US. If you live in the US and you don't know time zones, that in 2019 there's a problem. Like, there is a big problem, and you're not like a child, then you obviously there's an issue there, and we need to work on that. And I'd rather educate people on how to know time zones than have them, because it's the same people. What time is it where I'm at? What time is it where I'm at? What time is it? They never learn, you know? So we got to educate people on time zones. Let's see here. Am I gonna play World of Light? Yeah, man. You gonna get the Power Rangers game for the Switch? Yeah, I'll probably get it eventually. You think Retro Studios will show up at E3 2019? I think so. Maybe before that. Yeah, that was an hour and a half. Technically speaking, you can subtract 10 minutes because of the 10-minute runoff, so it was an hour 17-ish or so. Shadow King says, "Players with Prima Games shutting down. Do you think Let's Go Pikachu was the last Pokemon strategy guide, or will there be a new one for Pokemon Sword and Shield?" Maybe somebody else will make it when it comes to those Prima strategy guides and all that. Yeah, so maybe somebody else will make it. You think we'll ever get a new F-Zero? At some point, yeah. Let's see. JQ says, "Is Metroid VR possible on the Switch Pro? Maybe we'll get a souped-up Switch Pro VR experience." I think maybe a Metroid mini game is possible. I don't know if it's going to be Switch VR Pro exclusive or anything like that. Then you just limit the type of people that can play it. Deadlock7 says, "That Iron Man troll at the start of the PlayStation Direct, LOL. If they actually made a legit Iron Man game rather than a VR, people would be hyped." Yeah, it would be nice. But I guess we can wait for the Avengers game, right? VC went over to Twitch. Pokemon Snap VR incoming, maybe. Arash says, do you think Halo and GTA 5 will be on Switch? I know we are getting Xbox Game Pass soon on Switch. I don't know if we're getting Xbox Game Pass soon on Switch. Halo and GTA 5, I don't know if those will be on there. I don't think so. Maybe not. Probably not. Ernest Setton says, do you think we can see a new Pro controller for Switch Pro? I think they'll continue using the same Pro controllers. Golden Oracle says, when do you think we'll see Metroid Prime 4 next? I think we'll see Metroid Prime 4 probably next year, or at the end of the year. Next year at the end of the year. Are you buying Sekiro? No. Can you buy me Sekiro? Dragon Chi 26 says, persons, do you think Square Enix will allow or release physical copies of Final Fantasy 7 or 9 for the Switch? No, because there's nothing yet. They would have already announced it. Let's see here. Is Final Fantasy 7 on Switch worth it? Sure, it's a great game. Ernest Setton says, do you think we can see a new... Oh, wait, hold up. I already answered that. Yeah, I'm not buying Sekiro. You can... I don't mind. Like I said, I don't mind repeat questions. I'm gonna add a little bit of extra oomph on them to put a little personality. But yeah, if anybody that wants to buy me Sekiro, feel free. I mean, I'm not putting myself through hell. Why am I gonna? That's like torturing myself. Why am I gonna torture myself with this game? That game, Sekiro, is so busted. It is so busted. Like, I'm not trying to sit here. I'm trying to grow my hair back, guys. I'm not trying to have that stress to tear out my hair, you know. So I'm not trying to play games that cause that amount of stress on me, you know. Oceanhorn 2 is trash. Have you played it? Paint Fat Purple says, player, since who the hell would pay for a Switch Pro that's only a small bump in power like the new 3DS? Waste of time if you ask me. Let me ask you a question, Paint Fat Purple. Who the hell would buy a new Nintendo 3DS when it's only a small bump in power from the Nintendo 3DS? There's your answer. Arash says, do you think Nintendo Switch is the best Nintendo console so far? Probably, yeah. Especially once Fire Emblem comes out. Matthew Campos says, persons, has the nosebleed you talked about in the previous stream a while back announced yet? There's been a few different ones, and the nosebleeds continue, my man. Five Nights at Freddy's says a new Switch Pro controller should have a headphone jack. I don't think that's going to happen, but yeah, don't get your hopes up. Golden Oracle says, persons, doesn't it seem lame that they're directly ripping off Zelda, like not even trying to make something original? That's not. Why are you answering my question with another question? You said Oceanhorn 2 is trash, and then I asked you, have you played it? No whataboutisms here, my man. Answer the question. Have you played it? All right. I don't care if they're ripping off. Lots of games rip off other games. That's not the point. The point is, have you played it? I asked you the question, so answer the question. Deadlock7 says, player, since do you think the Pro will have more inbuilt storage space, or do you think it'll be a waste due to SD cards? The Mini might have less too, I guess, right? I think the Mini would probably have the equal amount as whatever the regular Switch has in terms of RAM, and I think the Pro would probably have more. So yeah, in terms of built-in RAM. True, I haven't. Oh, you haven't. Okay, so you feel that Oceanhorn 2 will be trash just because it copies Zelda. So that's what you feel. Have you played the first Oceanhorn game? Oceanhorn is good. It's not a bad game by any means. It's not a trash game by any means. And Oceanhorn 2 looks a lot better than the first one. So personally for me, I mean, I don't know if the game is trash. I need to play it. But just looking at it, just because it rips off Zelda, that doesn't mean it's a bad game or it's going to be trash. I mean, there's that the Pine game that rips off Breath of the Wild kind of, and people are saying, hey, they want to try that out. Maybe that looks good. So, I mean, I don't think if a game rips off another game, then that means it's not good. I mean, that doesn't mean that. So that's just my opinion. At least that's my opinion. Unless you think that if a game rips off another game, then all of a sudden it's not a good game. No, a game could rip off another game and still be a good game. But from what I've seen, Oceanhorn 2 looks good. From what I've seen. Shadow King says, do you think the Square Enix Avengers project is dead? They've been silent on it since the existence it was revealed. No, I don't think it's dead yet. No. Dragon Chi 26 says, person Square may not make physical copies, but what about allowing super rare games or limited run to do it later? Is that possible? Or is that not possible? I think it's possible, considering that Square Enix does have, like, and I guess they have talked to indie developers and stuff before, but I just don't know if it's going to happen or not. I just don't know. Let's see. VC says Breath of the Wild ripped off Skyrim and Witcher. Does that mean Breath of the Wild is a bad game? Hell no. It's one of the top 3 best Zelda games ever. Breath of the Wild didn't rip off Witcher. Skyrim, I think they maybe they took some inspiration here and there, but it definitely did not rip off Witcher. Hell no, it did not rip off that game. Hell no. Skyrim I can see, yeah. Skyrim I can see a little bit, some stuff with Skyrim. Maybe just a little bit, but Witcher, hell no, they rip off Witcher. Hell no. Let's see here. Yeah, Breath of the Wild ripped off Assassin's Creed way more than it did The Witcher. Absolutely, 100% agree with that because of the towers, and then it like, you know, reveals the map better or whatever. So yeah, it definitely ripped off Assassin's Creed more than it ripped off. But Witcher, hell nah. When I play The Witcher, there is nothing that Breath of the Wild rips off like that's legitimate from The Witcher. And if that's the case, then The Witcher ripped off The Legend of Zelda before you know, in past games. Let's see here. Payback Purple says, but by the way, we aren't getting all those AAA games on the Switch now, so it's better to have a powerful Switch that gets exclusive games because otherwise we won't get them at all. No, that's actually not a good idea. Here's the reason why that's not a good idea. It's not a good idea because, one, I don't think there's really going to be a Switch that, what chipset do you put in there that says this is so powerful to where developers want to use it? It's the CPU, it's the architecture. The architecture, no matter how you slice it, it's not x86. So I think you don't have an understanding of how development works, Paint That Purple. You think power equals I'm going to be able to play. No. If a developer wants to port a game to ARM architecture, then they can port to ARM architecture. It's not because, oh, power. They can make a super powerful phone, for example, right? That's as powerful as a PS4, whatever the case is. If it's still ARM architecture, it's ARM architecture. It's not x86. So that's the difference between them. First of all, no matter how powerful a Switch is, it's still ARM. It's not x86. It's still different. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, one, you alienate 30 million plus people to have an exclusive on this. If you're a third-party developer, you're going to be like, man, my game might not sell at all because it's only going to be for Switch Pro consumers. The Xbox One X is what? It's nearly what? Double, triple the power of the original Xbox One. Xbox One is, I think, like 1.5 something teraflops, and I'll get that donation in just a bit. And the Xbox One X is like 6 teraflops or whatever. And yet there's no exclusive games for the Xbox One X. So it's not just about power. All of a sudden, that's going to get you games. That's not how it works. And one, you don't want to alienate all the people who bought the system, despite there being a nice, sizable bump in power from the original Xbox to the Xbox One X. You see what I'm saying here? So it's going to be, that doesn't mean if a developer wants to make a game on the Nintendo Switch, they're going to make it on there. This Switch Pro isn't going to change anything. They're not going to have exclusive games because you limit the hell out of yourself. And power's not the reason why a developer isn't going to put it on the Switch in the first place, because a lot of these engines scale. A lot of these engines can be scaled. So you're not understanding it from a consumer standpoint. That pisses a bunch of people off. And from a developer standpoint, you have literally nobody to sell the game to. So what's the point in porting the game, which would still be a port? It's not x86, it's ARM. So it'd still be a port. It'd still be a pricey port, or it'd still be something to where you have to do a lot of work on it. They're not, the architectures aren't the same. No matter how powerful you make the ARM CPU, it's still not the same. It's still not the same as x86. So I think that's where you don't understand. You just kind of think of it as a very general, basic term, but it's not. It's nowhere near as simple as you're trying to make it out to be. Not to hate on you or anything, but I'm just trying to explain to you how it works. Trust me, and I've spoken to tons of developers on this matter when it comes to that. That's the reason why I was able to say all the stuff that I was going to say about the system before we even really, like, the system was out. You know, it's because I spoke to developers and I was hearing what they were saying. Okay, we got some donations here. So Murdoch Local with the $2 donation. Thank you so much, Murdoch Local. Appreciate that. He says, super late to the stream. May we all take a moment to celebrate the event 22 years in the making. With Final Fantasy VII finally coming to its rightful home at Nintendo. Can we hear Rufus welcoming ceremony to celebrate the joyous occasion? Absolutely. Thank you for the $2 donation. Beth Wag with the subscription. Thank you so much. And Matthew Campos with the $2 donation and says, what about The Witcher 3 is trash in your opinion? I was close to buying it at $16 today, but remembered how much you said. No, don't buy it based on what. No. Time out. We're going to get Murdoch Loco's thing real quick here, guys. Don't ever not buy a game especially a game on PS4 and Xbox One, because I say I don't like it. No, 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 don't do that. Go out there and buy The Witcher. You'll probably like it, okay? If it's a PS4 or Xbox One game, do not listen to me. All my crying about Devil May Cry and all that stuff that I said, don't worry about what I gotta say when it comes to it. Go watch people who play PS4 and Xbox One normally, and go watch Dreamcast guy and his reviews, or go watch other people, or RGT or somebody else, because my opinions on things are very different. Okay, so don't not buy a PS4 or Xbox One game that you think looks dope because of what I say. Okay, let me just make that very clear. If it's 16 bucks, go buy it. You'll probably enjoy it. If you don't like it, it was only 16 bucks. Even I bought The Witcher. I bought it at more than 16 bucks. So go buy it and enjoy the game, or try to enjoy the game. Don't worry about what I have to say when it comes to The Witcher. I'm irrelevant on that topic. All right. No, I just said on that. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me on that. You know, I just have my gripes about it, but that's just me. That doesn't mean you're not going to enjoy the game. Yeah, don't listen to me on that. All right. So, all right, let's get this music going here, guys. I just say my opinion, and that's that. I'm not trying to tell you guys, you know, whether you buy it or not. Hey, you guys go out there and buy it. 16 bucks, that's a good deal. That's a good deal. All right, so let's see here. Rufus welcoming. Okay, Final Fantasy VII. All right, we got a good song here. Welcome, Rufus. Witcher borrowed the horse riding from Ocarina of Time. OJ says Fallout New Vegas is trash. I think it's one of the best Western RPGs of all time. Opinions. Okay, hold up. When I talk about Xbox 360 games, you can trust my opinion on that, because Xbox 360 is one of my favorite systems of all time, and I play the hell out of the Xbox 360 and everything. And I'm a big Fallout fan. You know, I'm not a big Witcher fan. I'm a huge Fallout fan. So no, you can trust my opinion when I say Fallout New Vegas is trash. Trust my opinion on that one. No, I'm joking. Opinions, right? Opinions. But no, I really do hate Fallout New Vegas. All right, so yeah, I'm cool with the OG. But I'm not paying more if it's not a big upgrade, and that's fine. Yeah, no problem. Continue to play the OG Switch. Exactly. There you go. PC. Okay, maybe I gotta play it on PC. What's my gamer score? Like 50,000 something. Let's see here. Dankbeam says, I'm back. What did I miss, guys? You missed like the whole damn show, man. What are you talking about? This man said, I'm back. This man leaves. He leaves at the beginning of the show, comes back an hour, 40 minutes later, says, what'd I miss? Let's see here. Arash says, I have a question. You may have an answer or not. When the Switch came out, how come they switched to cartridges instead of CD like the Wii U, GameCube? I know it's different systems. Yeah, because the system's portable. That's the reason why they use cartridges, because spinning media in a portable isn't a good idea. You can ask Sony about that when it comes to the PSP. Let's see here. T-Dude says, Xbox 360 was one of my favorite systems of all time. It's one of my favorite systems. Outside of it blowing up like a freaking ticking time bomb. Yeah, it was great. Absolutely great. Let's see here. Exactly. I know praise The Witcher. I haven't played it either. Yeah. Exactly. Everyone I know praises The Witcher. I haven't played it yet either. Yeah, Witcher's good, dude. It's good. It's just I don't like it. Let's see here. Let's see. Deadlock 7 says, persons. The interesting thing is that ARM is being upgraded and evolving faster due to phones, etc. Could fast become the future? Operates differently than what many don't realize. Yeah, it is. The CPU in the Switch is actually it's actually not bad. It's actually pretty quick in terms of what it can do. And this one could get an evolved CPU from what they're doing with the ARM, which could improve the frame rates and things like that when it comes to these games. But yeah, it's definitely evolving. ARM is good. ARM is good for anything that you're trying to do like small. Like if you're trying to make something that's small, like a phone, you're gonna need ARM. x86 optical media and x86 in general, huge, old, outdated. ARM is small, tiny. So that's the reason why you see cartridges. That's the reason why it uses an ARM CPU, not x86 CPU, because the PS4 and the Xbox One X, they're big devices with optical media drives and x86 architecture, which is bigger. Nintendo needs something small. They need something small, so they need to use ARM. That's the reason why. So yeah, you said I had to run an errand for my mom, bro. No, it's all good, Dank Meme. Dude, Dank Meme, I'm just messing with you. You don't have to explain yourself. What the hell? Come on, man. I know you've been here long enough. You don't have to explain yourself, damn it. I know you guys have a life. You don't ever have to explain yourself. If I crack a joke on you, I'm just messing around. I'm not serious, dude. Let's see here. My UMDs were all scratched up. Yeah, it's not a good idea to have something moving while you're playing a portable system because it's portable. You're gonna be moving it around, you know, all that stuff. So yeah. I don't have a life, says Michael O'Brien. Interesting. Neither do I. J134 with the Twitch follow. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Welcome to the Fire Nation. The soul of Pyra, once again, burning within you. Shadow King Anthony 2 says, I think we may be getting a Persona 5 Switch announcement to coincide with Joker's release. Despite Atlas being a weird company, they're being extremely obvious about it. That seems like it could happen. We'll have to wait and see. Let's see here. How often do you play your Xbox One or PS4, OJ? Not very often. Pearly21 says, how are you doing today, my man? I hope you had a good day. I had a good day. How are you doing today, my man, Pearly? Let's see here. VCIPZ says, my top 5 systems ever in the order are Switch, GameCube, N64, PS2, and then 360. Yeah, it's a good list. It's about me. N64 is not up there. Objectively, N64 might be up there, but I'll put the PS2 over the N64 and GameCube maybe too. But yeah, mine are like Switch maybe. Mine is like probably like Switch, Super Nintendo, PS2, GameCube, and then maybe 360 or 360 above the GameCube. Like you can switch those two. If we're talking about home console, anything that's considered a home console, you know, if we're talking about portables, that's something completely different. Shadow King, oh, I already read that. Let's see here. Pearly says, 21 says, how are you doing today? Oh, I already read that. Okay. Where's the Wii U? Not in the top 5. Not in the top 5. Hey, guys, we got 15 more minutes of questions. So if you guys got these questions, I got these answers for you guys. So shout outs for the support today, guys. Thank you guys so much. Really good with in terms of the people watching. Appreciate the viewership. Make sure you guys hit that like button if you haven't already done so. And share the last 15 minutes of the stream. We'll definitely get more questions answered for you guys if you guys, you know, have more. I'll be more than happy to talk to you guys because you guys are the homies. You guys are the homies today. All right, so let's see here. Arash says, I am patiently waiting for Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 and Luigi's Mansion Crash Bandicoot Racing. Yeah, those are all good games. Favorite home console and portable? Yeah, I just said that. Thank me. Favorite home consoles, Switch. My favorite portable is probably 3DS. I didn't say my portable. My favorite home console is Switch. My favorite portable would be 3DS. If we're just talking about clear, you know, whatever. Hey guys, can we get some more likes? How many likes are we at? We need to get at least 130 likes today. At least 130 likes. Tiny Human Herder says Magnavox Odyssey for the win. Yo. Chaz Evansdale says State of Play was for Sony, like when Nintendo focused too much on the 3DS and wanted more Switch news. I told you guys that, yo, the VR segments are going to be like the 3DS segments. I said that clearly. I was like, yo, the segments are going to be like the 3DS segments, and that's exactly what they were for me. But it's even worse. Here's the thing. Sony's VR segments are even worse than the Nintendo 3DS segments. Let me explain why. The 3DS is a super popular system, and it's always been super popular. Ever since Nintendo started doing directs, 3DS was always the most popular Nintendo system in the generation, right? Or outside of the Wii or whatever, right? But the 3DS was cooking. The 3DS was like cooking. It was cooking good, right? It was selling. Games were selling. So for Sony to focus that much on VR, and it has way less of an install base than the 3DS, I mean, I get it. People always say Sony doesn't support their peripherals or whatever it is. But like Nintendo was more justified in showing 3DS stuff than Sony is in showing VR stuff. But at the same time, you have to remember that Sony's moving from the PS4 to the PS5, so they're not going to have as much to show on the PS4. All they're going to have is VR. They're just going to have VR stuff because the VR stuff is going to transfer over to the PS5, no problem. Whereas, you know, PS4 is going to be PS4, whereas VR is just going to be VR. You know, Sony's not going to make a new VR headset. They're not going to make like a PSVR 2 when the PS5 comes out. It's just going to be the same damn PSVR headset. And they're going to keep on reusing the same old technology for years and years. Like the Sony Move controllers, they didn't make new PSVR controllers. You know, they're like, nah, we ain't investing in making new controllers. You guys use these same old crusty light bulb, stupid looking bozo to clown controllers, you know, for your PSVR. It looks freaking ridiculous. People playing PSVR with two move controllers in the hand, you look like a complete idiot. Like, you look like a complete, might as well just put on a clown costume and go out there and, you know, start juggling, learning how to juggle bowling pins. You look like a complete idiot wearing that. I've done it before. You look stupid. So like, they're not gonna reinvest, you know, any of it. Like, seriously, have you ever watched somebody use two move controllers and play PSVR hooked up to all these wires? They look like they were jacked into the idiot version of the Matrix. Like, it looks like you jacked into the Matrix and everything's upside down. And you're not cool at all. You're not Neo. You're the guy that gets killed, the bald guy. You're the bald guy that gets killed by the agent, that gets killed at some point or whatever, that tries to betray them in the first Matrix. But anyway, yeah, Sony's just gonna reuse the same tech, you know. So yeah. All right, take it easy, Omega Chase. Thanks for coming out to the stream, my man. I don't know anyone who's bought a PS Move. The controllers, though, people buy those for like the VR, I guess, or whatever. But hey, let's see here. I know you don't play video games to look cool, but I'm just saying, it's not about looking cool. It's about looking like you're looking like a drunk astronaut or something like that. You're just looking, it just looks ridiculous. You know, I can't be sitting around going like freaking the Bird Box or whatever it is, man. Like, I'm good. I'm good. Like, video games aren't that important for me to be doing all that. Like, on a regular basis, like with all the cables lying around everywhere, man. Like, nah, I'm good. I'll just play Fire Emblem or something. Let's see here. Is RGT actually doing that Labo charity live stream? It would be funny to see the Spawncast walk him through it. I don't know if he's going to. I don't think he wants to, but we'll have to wait and see. Can you keep your Switch in the case if it's asleep, or will it overheat? Yeah, because it pretty much shuts it down. But I mean, just turn off. You can keep it in the case, but just make sure you don't leave on your Switch forever. But no, I won't overheat because the system's pretty much in like super low power mode. Deadlock7 says, I just wish there was more to talk about in the state of play, but there isn't. Yeah, it's called Days Gone. Look kind of cool. Ipsters, yo, shout outs to Renengon user Ipsters is here. Shout outs, man. Thank you so much for coming out to the stream. And he says, do you think we'll start to see slowdown of last gen ports from third parties this year, or is it still too early? I ask because of those devs who do not believe the Switch would succeed. Well, I think I think everyone's long past the whole Switch won't succeed thing. So I think that there's actually going to be a lot more games planned, not slowdown of games. There's actually a lot more games planned. Nightshades says, do you think Borderlands on Switch, or do you think it will happen? I want it so bad. Borderlands 2, yeah, maybe. Michael O'Brien says, will you get Labo VR? I think it looks like fun. Probably not. Let's see here. Didn't Jordan say that the PSVR was the most mainstream VR system out there? Yeah, it is, but it's only sold 4.2 million units. In all of its years that it's been out, it's only sold 4.2 million units. Like, yeah, it's the most mainstream, but it's the most mainstream out of a bunch of frauds. You know, out of a bunch of bad selling VR devices, it's the best. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, there's not much. It's like, you know, there's not really much to it. There's 100 million PS4s and there's 4.2 million PSVR systems sold. It's a very small user base. PSVR has been out for multiple years now. Matthew Campos says they should have focused more on the PS Vita. 16 million yeah. Here's the reason why that they're not going to focus more on the PS Vita, because the PS Vita is a completely different thing that has nothing to do or can't play like the same games or whatever as like the PS4. So they moved on, and remember, a lot of this tech was in development like around the same time. They expected all of it to be successful. So at this point, like with the PS Vita, it was dead, dude. Nobody was buying games for it. Like people, it was just dead, right? And it clashed with the PS4 too. So it's just like, I can see why they killed it off, you know. But I mean, if I was them, it depends on profit margins. But some chances are, sorry about that, guys. Chances are that the profit margins weren't really good for the PS4, whereas profit margins for PSVR maybe aren't too bad. Let's see here. When are you going to play Yoshi's Crafted World? I mean, I don't know when the game is out. Maybe. Tech Meme says, "What's your favorite gaming gimmick moment?" Favorite gaming gimmick moment? Ravi on the drums at E3 2008. Ravi on the Wii drums, E3 2008. So no Nerve Gear for you? What the hell is Nerve Gear? T-Dude says, take care of yourself, OG, and all the ninja. Until tomorrow, stay strong. All right, take it easy, T-Dude. Deadlock7 says, Parsons, what makes me laugh is that everyone was like, oh, I hate motion controls. I don't want to be like the Wii. But then they're acting like VR is so amazing with all the cables and flapping. Yeah, that's exactly. I was never a big fan of motion controls, like games that made you do all like this and do all this stuff. I tried them, but I was just never a big fan. And so then I don't see why I'm going to do that with VR. Although a lot of games you can just play like with the controller too, though. So that is part of it. But same thing with the Wii, though, right? I guess you can play games with the normal controller, too. Shadow King says, for the life of me, I don't understand why there wasn't any The Last of Us 2 or Ghost of Tsushima. Was the state of play, especially since Sony won't be at E3? Well, there's going to be multiple state of plays, so maybe they want to wait till later to talk about those games. Let's see. El Chupacabra says, Places just saw the Steam World Quest is coming out April 25th. Man, way too many games. I want to pick that one up around that time. Yeah. I don't know what. I mean, dude, that game's coming out very soon. I don't know. Maybe that should have been a May game, but whatever, dude. MFS Gameplay says, Places, good night, man. Going to bed. All right, take it easy. TCRX Gaming says, what's up, bro? What's up, man? How you doing today? You see Yoshi out this Friday? All right, Yoshi out this Friday. Let's do it. Arash says the Yoshi Craft the World game comes out this Friday. All right, if I get my review code, I'm copping it. All right, if I get my review code that day, I'm getting it. Let's do it. Let's see here. Hey, dude, would you get a Switch Pro? Sure, cool, Flair. Watch my videos on it, too, while you're at it. All right, guys, we got 5 more minutes of questions with this 2-hour block. 5 more minutes of questions. 5 more minutes of questions. If you guys got questions, I got answers. VC says, we need VR bar fights and VR WWE. VR WWE might be interesting, but that'd be stupid, but it'd be interesting. It'd be dumb and probably play like trash, but it'd be interesting. Nerve Gear is a VR headset used in Sword Art Online. Oh, I didn't even know. I forgot. Is Nerve Gear real? It's not. It's within a video game, so no, I'm not putting on like the VR headset myself. So Nerve Gear is okay because it's not like a real headset that I put on. It's something that they put on to go into a game, so that's okay. No problem with that. Rip my wallet this year thanks to Nintendo having 6 or 7 games on pre-order. Yeah. Chad Zevendale says, are you going to be playing / reviewing Octopath Traveler on the phone? Hell no. I'm trying to play no iPhone game or whatever. I mean, I'll pick it up, but I'm not going to review it. Because it's free, so I'll try it out, but I'm not going to, like, I hate tapping on a phone to play. Like, that's horrible. Like, that's a horrible way to play games for me. I just don't like it. Creator of Senran Kagura has left the company. Do you think it will return to the Switch? Sure, why not? Why not? Senran Kagura, is that game, since he left the company, is he even gonna, what is he gonna do? I wonder what type of games he's gonna make. See, other than Smash Bros. Melee on the GameCube, what other games did you enjoy playing on the GameCube? I enjoyed Skies of Arcadia. I enjoyed Baten Kaitos. I enjoyed Metroid Prime a bit. I enjoyed lots of games. There's a lot of cool games on the GameCube. Resident Evil 4 is one of my favorites. So, yeah. Yo, Abaddon! No, what? Bro! There's no... Abaddon! With the ring gun unlock! Yo, that's your... Bro. That's a little bit... Bruh. Really? Yo, shout outs to Abaddon, the homie, man. Yo, man, you must be putting in that overtime at work or something, man. Bruh. Y'all check out my man Abaddon's channel. Yo, check out Abaddon's channel. He's the homie. He said, went out on a bang. Yeah, we're going out on a... That's a bang, man. That's a bang. And, yo, we are going... Oh, actually, no, that's probably not a good idea. But, Kid Smooth, don't say that... Okay, we're going to raid Kid Smooth, like, afterwards, but don't tell him that it was me. Don't say Player Essence Raid or anything like that, because just don't do that. You know what? Actually, never mind. Kid Smooth is streaming Sekiro. I'm probably going to go watch this right after that because he's raging and he's having a lot of trouble with the game, and it's funny as hell when he plays. So go over there, but don't sit there and say, we came from Player Essence's stream. I just want to promote another black content creator that's doing his thing, but there's some, just don't tell him that I told you guys, but just if you guys are going to want to go watch it, just look up Kid Smooth. We're going to, and go there and watch the Sekiro stream because it's funny as hell because he's getting his butt kicked. He's getting his butt kicked. But shout outs to Abaddon. Thank you so much for the $50 Renengan unlock. Yo, Abaddon. No, actually, I'm gonna link your channel, my man. Make sure you guys check out Abaddon's channel. And I'm going to plug it. My man's at 1.3 thousand subscribers. We need to get this man up to 1,400 right now. We need to get this man up. Everybody, go subscribe. He does streams. He does news. He does music. He does all sorts of stuff. All sorts of cool stuff on this channel. Let's get this man to 1,400 subs ASAP. ASAP. So go subscribe if you're not already subscribed. So there you go. There you go. All right, guys. All right, that wraps it up for this one. Make sure you guys go subscribe to Abaddon. Kid Smooth is playing Sekiro, so go check out Kid Smooth. Like I said, don't tell him that I sent you guys over there. Just don't. Just go over there and watch. If you want to watch some more entertainment, trust me, it's going to be funny. It's going to be funny. I watched his last stream. Oh my gosh, dude, it is funny. It is really funny. So if you want to be entertained a bit, some more, and want to watch some live entertainment, go ahead and check that out. I might stream later tonight. I might not, depending on what work I can get done and how long it takes me to make my Switch video that I'm going to make, my Switch Pro video. So look forward to that. That's going to be tomorrow morning, kind of recapping some things that we talked about here. Also some other things as well when it comes to Nintendo's position in the marketplace and how Nintendo's going to compete with the next generation of systems coming out. So check out that video tomorrow morning. That'll be up. But all right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Solid 2-hour block. Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate all of you guys. Thank you, Abaddon, once again, man. Thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate that. It really helps out. Really, really, really helps out. Thank you to everybody who was here. Shout outs to Robert, the Viking. Of course, Robert R. for the Top Stream Ninja. Rounding out the Top Stream Ninja for this stream with the 80. So thank you guys so much. Thank you for supporting Player Essence. I really do, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate each and every single one of you guys that watch, that donate, that sponsor. All of that stuff helps me create the best content that I can create and make sure I do not live out in the street, so we can have the best community that we can possibly have. And I'm not going to stop. You're going to get your videos. You're going to get your live streams. You're going to get your attention that all of you guys deserve. So thank you guys so much. Jackson Tube HD, man. Sorry that you just got here. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, Jackson Tube, if you want to make sure you know when I'm streaming. And everything goes down. Follow me on Twitter at Player Essence. It's in the link in the description. Check that out. Follow me at Twitter so you can know when I'm streaming, my man. All right. Yeah, shout outs to Mike. Sorry about that, guys. Follow me on Twitter so you guys know when I'm streaming. And thank you guys so much for watching. The replay will be up in a little bit, so probably wait like about maybe an hour or two. Probably about 2 hours, and the replay will be up. So if you want to rewatch it, there's some good questions, good stuff from the community. So check it out. Greetings from Mexico, man. Shout outs to our neighbors down south. How you doing today, my man? All right, so we will wrap it up here. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys for the next one. Peace.